Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just trying to download the Excel sheets up here on my husband's computer, but I can't find where it is now.
Is it the one with the formulas in it already?
Yes.
So go to on lesson 12 reading.
It will let me download it from there.
Yeah, because it's if you go to the first blue box in it with the Excel instructions.
Okay, let me get to 12.
It's about halfway through that reading, or halfway through that blue box.
Week 12. It's in the reading.
Yeah.
Gee, what is going on here? I don't think this likes the computer today. Oh, that really went. Okay, let me shut that one down. It's not going to go. Pull up another clean window, fresh window. Okay, sorry about that. Get back in. It's giving me a hard time. Anytime you try somebody else's computer, you know.
Yeah. That's how it works.
It is. I should be used to it by now. I've done this how many weeks now? Okay. All right, come on, lesson 12. Did you guys have a good day?
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty good day. How about you?
Yeah. The reading wasn't too hard. Oh, it's
long.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I was going all the way to that wrong week. Okay. So in the book, in the reading, about halfway down, right?
Yeah, and it's in the blue box with Excel instructions. It's halfway through that box under the second picture on there. It's just a link to quantitative inferential procedures Excel file.
I did remember seeing that. Okay, that's the one we'll be using. Okay. Anyway, so there it is, quantitative. Unit 1 or Unit 2? Unit 2, right?
2, yeah.
Okay. There, it just went down. Maybe. Find where it went. There it is. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Do anyone like to say the prayer?
I can say it.
Okay.
That was me, right?
Yes, Mike. Go ahead.
Father in heaven, we're grateful for this opportunity we have to meet together. Please bless us with thy spirit to understand these concepts and to help one another. text in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay. Let me get back to the quiz now. You guys already have the quiz open?
We're starting. Yep, I'm there.
I'm almost there. Group meeting quiz. Here we are. Okay. Start the quiz. My husband has like 2 screens, so I have to constantly go back and forth. Kind of funny. He has his big computer. It's like, here's one, here's another. Okay. Okay. And click on the first 2. All right. Oh, they give us the T distribution applet this time. Okay. Download that a little. Okay. Group meeting. Okay. Who would like to go first? Mike, you gonna go first?
Will someone please rid me of this summer? That.
All right.
Yeah,
Go. Ross, you want to go ahead?
I could do number 3.
Okay.
I suppose we have a set of paired data and we're at d equals x after minus x before. Null hypothesis is true population mean equals 0. The alternative hypothesis is that it does not equal 0. The population standard deviation is not known. Jordan collects a sample of size 9 and computes that the sample mean is 2.2 and the standard deviation of the sample is 3.3. What is the value of the test statistic? I got 2.
So, how did you figure that out?
So in the reading, I found a equation that's not really spelled out, but I kind of plugged in the numbers and found like what goes where. So it'd be T it equals the sample mean, which is that D with the line, minus the true population mean, which is the 0. And then you divide those by the standard deviation of the differences, divided by the square root of the sample size. So that would be 2.2 minus 0 divided by 3.3 divided by the square root of 9.
Right, okay.
2.2 divided by 1.1, which is 2.
Okay.
Good thing we have you here, Ross and Mike. I don't do as well with this stuff.
No, me neither. I'm lost, but
It's like last week I had to go back over and redo everything, even though we got all the answers right. I had to go back through just so I could understand it again. So you're probably gonna have to help us a little more again, Ross, if you don't mind.
Do what I can.
Well, we appreciate that. Okay.
there we go.
Mike, you want to do this one?
You know, maybe I'll do the next one. I'll do the next one.
You're gonna do the next one after 4? Or this is 4?
Yeah. I'm not sure this. I don't know this formula. I'm sitting here looking for it, but I can't find it.
For number 4?
Yeah, we're on number 4.
Isn't there a formula for it?
I feel like there is, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
I'm looking for it now.
Because it's basically you're finding the p-value from the test statistic value.
That's not a z-score, is it? The test statistic.
So go ahead.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking it was
this T thing, probability.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, actually, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just thinking that might be what it is. 0 points.
I'm doing it now. Keeps changing.
So when we put the 0.0403 into the student T probability, but we don't know what the
So I put it in, and then I shaded this right side.
Yeah.
0.040.
And then at the top, that top box, it says with blank degrees of freedom. Degree of freedom is just n minus 1, so sample size minus 1. So that would be 8 in that top box.
Okay, so I have 0.516.
516.
On the area, you put 0.403. 403. Well, I did the wrong number.
That.
Okay.
Oh.
I did the wrong number.
I put the 0.0403 where it said T. Where it says T equals, that's where I put it at.
Okay, did you on the positive side? Is it a negative?
I put it in where it says T equals. I put 0.0403 and then it just changed to 0.040.
So you'll want to put the 0.403 in the area box because the area is like equal to the probability of that.
Okay. All right. And you said 8 degrees of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 1 point. Is that it?
Is both sides shaded or just one side shaded? Isn't it?
I only shaded one. Both?
Yeah, just one side because it's asking what
Greater.
probability greater.
So 0.020. What did you get?
I got 1.999.
I got 1.999.
3 nines at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that. I probably put it in wrong. 8 degrees and the area was 0.0403, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
I just want to shade the very right portion.
Yes, that's what I got. Okay. Let me save that. See if I can even figure out this one. If the data will download for me. Use the data file, chapter 12, to answer the next 6 questions. Perform a paired sample t-test in, I don't have SPSS, so be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2. Use a null hypothesis of 8. There's 0, both of them. One is not equal to. The level of significance is 0.10. So, let me see if I can. The chapter 12 didn't download for me very. Let me try to download again. It wouldn't download for me the first time. Yeah, I'm trying to do all this and I can't get it to download on this computer for some reason, the chapter 12. Tried it 3 times.
The data.
Yeah, it's not downloading for me. Is it downloading for you?
Yeah, I got it.
What is the test statistic?
So to solve this, what we have to find the difference and then plug the quantitative inference
In that Excel sheet?
Yeah, because it's data in this Excel sheet. And so I remember in the reading, it was talking about like subtracting one column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make a.
So you'll do the first column minus the second column.
I think this.
And you use that same equation that we used for number 3. Sample mean minus population mean divided by the standard deviation of the differences square of sample size.
It won't even let me download mine. I'm gonna have to rely on you guys for a little bit. Shoot. So you're able to get that test statistic?
I got 0.407. But I could be wrong.
You got what? What did you get, Mike?
I said 0.407.
That's what I got.
Okay.
What did you get?
Yeah, I can't. It won't let me download chapter 12, the data at all. So I'm gonna have to do the best I can and go down, back, redo it. So I'll just have to rely on you guys for a little bit again. So what is the p-value?
So that's actually just on that worksheet. I got 0.689.
Okay. Can we go back to question number 5?
Okay.
Get for that, Ross?
I got 0.407.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got. All right, and so the p-value, what?
Should be in that one of the box. It says p-value, right, Ross?
Yeah, do you have the quantitative inference procedures Excel sheet up, Mike?
Yeah, and I have 0.344.
Did you change the confidence level to 0.9?
Not it's 0.95. So you said it should be 0.9?
Yeah, because so how you find the confidence level is just 1 minus the level of significance that we're given on the test,
Right.
which is 0.10, so it'd be 0.9 in this case.
Right.
Okay, but that still didn't change the p-value that I had.
You know what?
This is supposed to be a paired sample test, right?
Yes.
And then,
You know, I was just gonna say what I found was I have to keep clicking out of it totally and don't save it because it saves some of the answers from previous and it gives you the wrong answers. Does that make sense?
So this is not a one sample t-test. This is the paired sample, right?
yeah, this one's a paired sample.
Dang it. Okay.
But yeah, you can, it's pretty easy to switch it over. Just go to the chapter 12A data sheet and then copy and paste variable 1, 2, and then the differences and all of those, and then
Yeah.
paste them all there.
If it would just let me.
All right.
From there, it all just pops up for you.
Hold on. I was in the wrong thing. Paste. So what is the type of test?
Where's that at?
Just at the top where it has confidence. Yeah.
So this one, it'll be not equal to, because it's saying that we're trying to figure out if it's not equal to 0.
Be right back.
So
Hey, Russ?
the null hypothesis would also be 0.
So 0.689 is the
Yeah.
p-value. I got it. Thank you.
You got that? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome.
How do I get this to show the information? If I do this, just a minute, guys. Do I
Desktop.
desktop? Okay. And then what?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it's not working. Okay.
Well, don't do that.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll just keep going. What is the correct decision based on this evidence? So it would be fail to reject because it's larger. No.
Yeah, so you failed to reject if it is.
If it's 0.5, but this is 0.1, right? Do we go by the 0.1 instead of the 0.5 to reject or fail reject?
It'd be if it's bigger than 0.1,
Then we fail to reject.
So if the p-value is less than the level of significance,
Mm-hmm.
we reject the null hypothesis.
Yeah.
Okay. So we reject.
We'll actually want to fail to reject it because it's bigger than.
Because it's 0.6. Okay.
So it's 0.689, and then the level of significance is 0.1.
Okay.
So,
Okay. All right. Sorry.
My turn.
Yes. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Suppose Your alternative hypothesis is instead that less than 0. What is the correct decision based on this evidence? I don't know.
So what is
I
the
have no
mean?
idea.
So what is the mean? What's that
So the-
number?
So the mean is 31.025. And what I was gonna say was we have sufficient evidence that the mean of the difference is greater than 0,
I would agree with that.
since we failed to reject it.
I would agree.
So if we change incentive hypothesis, okay, never mind.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna get this new data set.
Yeah, so there's a new data set now.
Yeah.
I'll read this one real quick. So use that data to answer the next 8 questions. Perform a paired sample t-test. Be sure that test group 1 minus group 2. This data comes from that big word. The null hypothesis is that it equals 0. Alternative is that it does not equal 0. And the level of significance is 0.01. Question 9, which is greater, sample size or degree of freedom? And sample size is always bigger because it's sample size, or because degree of freedom is sample size minus 1.
Right.
So it would be n is bigger.
Right. Number's always bigger. Okay, I agree.
So, it's okay, that's bigger.
So the degrees of freedom is the n minus 1. So the n's always going to be bigger, basically.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you'll have to take
Got that.
10, one of you, so. I won't
All
download.
right, I'm still
for you.
trying to get this data put in.
Remember to go to the paired sample again,
Okay.
and then confidence level on this will be 0.99, since the level of significance is 0.01.
Okay. Do you do the third column before you copy and paste it, or no?
That's what I was doing. I would just do equals variable 1 minus variable 2, and then enter that, and then just drag those down, and then copy and paste all 3 rows down.
Okay. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay. And you said the confidence is 0.99.
Yeah.
All right, I'm there. I got it.
And then 0 and then not equal to.
Okay. Whose turn is it? My turn or your turn, Ross?
I think it's your turn.
The p-value is 0.001.
I got 0.001.
Yeah. Do you not have that?
Yeah, I got that.
0.001.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do 11 because I can probably do that one since I can't pull up everything else. What decision do you make? So if that was, the level of significance was 0.1, right?
It was 0.01.
Okay. So we reject.
So I got.
All right. You decide to try another alternative hypothesis. This time you use that it is greater than 0. You keep the same level of significance. Did the p-value increase or decrease? So we just change that to greater than. And it decreased, basically cut in half.
You changed it to greater than?
Yeah, greater than.
And
What was that?
you changed it to less than the type of test?
No, you change it to greater than because you're saying that the population mean is greater than 0 in that test.
Okay. Okay.
So that would decrease.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, did you make?
Yeah, 13.
Sorry, let me look again. I'll reject, I think.
Yeah, because you're still
Reject.
I would agree.
smaller than the level of significance.
Yeah.
It went down. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not like these kind of questions. This is the one I don't do as well when I'm doing these tests. Okay, I can do the math, I can do everything else except based on my opinion and stuff. Okay, based on your response from the previous question, what conclusion do you make? What was the mean? Could you tell me what the mean was, please?
11.955.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's, I would say it's sufficient evidence.
That there is a mean or that there's no mean?
That there is a mean. Would you agree or disagree?
That's what I was thinking. But I'm not sure if since it since we reject the null hypothesis,
If there's sufficient evidence.
I'm not sure if it's insufficient. But I don't know. At first glance, I was thinking that it was sufficient that there is mean difference.
You can reject it and still have sufficient evidence that it's not that. Does that make sense? Or
Yeah.
we'll go with that. See if it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. As we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. In general, which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? So plugging into that same problem that we just did, less than, greater than, and not equal to. The p-value for greater than is the smallest number. So I would say UD is greater than 0.
What was the answer for number 13? I'm sorry. Which one did we? I mean, number 14.
14. We were going with, we have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference between the two groups.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. The term.
So
That it's greater
15,
than 0.
15 is the last one on your thing.
Yeah, it's the last one. Then.
It's the arrow going to the 0. Just want to make sure I
Yeah, the pointy part is at the 0.
right. That's how I always have to do greater than. It's funny. Okay.
Okay. It says determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference using group 1 minus group 2. Hold on. So point estimate. Point estimate. What is the point estimate?
I don't even know. I'm not sure.
I remember reading things. Let's see.
See if I can.
Point estimate.
That in chapter 11, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
You're still using the 2 different groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Control laws. Let's see. So, I'm lost. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm still looking now.
Mean difference.
So in less than 10, and 3.1. The statistics above are called point estimators because they're just one number line that is used to estimate a parameter. Parameters are generally unknown values. That really didn't help, but can we come back to this one?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
I'm just wondering if you just don't minus group 1 from group 2 and find the middle ground. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's meaning. I don't know. Sure.
So what would we just, would you mean like subtract the mean of group 1 from group 2 or group 2 from group 1?
I'm kind of wondering if it's the confidence interval, the point between that.
How would you get a 95% confidence interval on doing that?
Well, if you change it from 0.99 to 0.95, it changes the confidence interval.
So do you think it's just the difference between 99 to 95? Or the whole confidence interval?
No, so there's the confidence level, and you just change that on the spreadsheet to
Right.
0.95. And then on the differences part, there's the t value, the degree of freedom, p-value, and then confidence interval.
Right.
So I'm thinking it's the two confidence interval numbers. So in this case, it's 18.607 and 5.303. And I think you subtract 18.607 from 5.303 and divide that by 2.
So you get the mean of the confidence. Is that the mean? Yeah.
Because then that's like the,
Okay.
like how much it changes either way.
So what did you come up with then?
Does it say to go to 3 decimals?
13,304. It doesn't say.
Divide that by 2. So I got 6.652.
Yeah, I got that too. What is the point estimate?
I think they try to confuse you on
6
purpose with words.
Yeah, this one was weird to me.
Yeah. So the margin of error, that's the confidence interval, what you just did.
Margin of error, what
You
did we
take
learn there?
the upper from the lower, right? The
There's
divide
a
by
formula for this.
Yeah, there's a formula.
So we take the 1.960, since that represents the 95, and we divide that by the standard deviation. We multiply that by the standard deviation by the square root of the n. So 22. I found that formula. Hold on.
So standard deviation. 15.003. I got 6.269 on that.
Yeah, sure.
6 point
I'm
what?
having some problems.
6.269.
269. Is
Yeah.
that the other one? Didn't you just do a similar thing with the point estimate, though? I'm just curious.
All I did for that was subtract the larger
From the-
interval number from the smaller one and then divide that by 2 in the middle ground of those.
Okay. Did you get that, Mike?
You know what? I got distracted because I done lost this quiz. I don't know where it went. Just trying to find out where I have a lot going on this computer. I need 2 screens.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
that'd be nice.
That's why I don't even get it myself. So the last two are just the upper and the lower bound.
So then I'll read those off from on here. So the upper one is 18.607.
Oh, yeah. 5.303.
Lower is 5.303.
5.303.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
We're good. I'll submit it now.
Can you know what? Can y'all give me the answers again? I didn't really messed up.
Oh, did it not say for you?
It didn't. No.
All right.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, we'll go through it real quick. Number 3, we had 2.
3 was just a 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, do we go to 3 decimal points on that?
Well, on the directions,
Yeah, it says remember to round to 3 decimal places unless otherwise specified.
right?
I've just been doing like 2.000.
It's the same number anyway, basically.
Yeah. Question 4, we had 1.999. Question 5, we had 0.407.
So that was what was the last one you just read?
Number 5, and that was 0.407.
0. Okay. Number 6.
And then 6 was 0.689.
Number 7.
7 is failed to reject.
Number 8.
Number 8 is we have sufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0.
Yeah. And number 9 is N.
N. And
Number 10.
0.001.
Number 11 was fail.
No, you reject it.
Okay.
And then
12.
12 is decrease.
Decrease.
And still reject.
Reject. 14.
14 is we have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference between the two groups.
Okay. I remember that was the last one, greater than 0.
Yeah. And then
And 16.
6.652.
And 17.
And then 17, 6.269.
All right. And I got 18 and 19. Okay. Are we submitting it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4 is wrong. Number 8. Number 15. 16. 17. Is that what you guys got? Those ones wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So number 4. I don't know how that number 4 could be wrong.
All right. Should we do it again?
Yeah, we'll just go through ones that got wrong. So how would we do number 4 different than how we did? Because that was using.
Is there an equation for finding the p-value with an area? With probability?
So,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
So, but it's greater than, which would have been the one side. So.
So, number 4.
Well, we can skip that one, go to the other ones. Number 8, we could think about 4. We'll just do the other ones if you want. Suppose your alternate hypothesis is instead, what is the correct decision based on this evidence? So maybe because we failed to reject it, I don't know.
Are you on number 8?
Yeah, I'm at 8. Because the mean was the p-value is higher.
So since we failed to reject it, do you think we would have insufficient evidence?
That's what I'm wondering, because then the other one farther down, I think we got wrong too with the no, he didn't.
Yeah, so that would be the opposite of that one.
Yeah,
So I think it should be, we have insufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0.
yeah, we know it's greater, so it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 2 graders on there.
So other greater.
Process of elimination, right?
Yeah.
I like process of elimination. They just need to give us more that opportunity on the test instead of just 2. For me, at least. Okay.
So number 15.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
Number 15. As we've seen, the p-value depends on the alternate hypothesis in general, which alternate hypothesis will give the smallest p-value. And you tried this in the...
Yeah, I plugged that in and it showed that it was greater.
So would it be not enough information? Depends on the problem.
I don't think it's so. I think it has to be one or the other.
Yeah.
So can kind of plug them in a different, just random, whatever you have, and then see if it still does that. Maybe we...
B.
I just figured out why none of this is working. I gotta download it differently. Okay. Well, logic would say the less than, give you smaller, but not necessarily that.
No, but when you scroll through, greater than gives the lowest p-value.
Yeah.
We have, then they're wrong.
Less than equal to. Not equal to has 0, 0, 0, 1. Greater than has 0, 0, 0. No.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that wrong.
Me either.
Well, we can just pick another one. Guess. We have one out of 3 chances.
That's true. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We can go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll think about that one. Okay, let's go to the other one. And 16 and 17. So that margin of error and the point estimate. If that didn't like. So the margin of error, yeah, I know you had the formula, but I think I read somewhere where you take the upper bound, lower bound, you minus, then you divide by 2. See if you get the same number as what you got.
Say that one more time. You take the upper, add the upper and lower, and divide by 2.
Now you have minus the upper from the lower, or the either way, and then you just divide by 2, and then you should get the margin of error. That's, I believe that's what I saw in a video, one of the ones she posted. Does that come up with the same answer?
Hold on.
It's on the what was it? On one of the homeworks. I did it that way. I minus the upper from the lower, and then I equaled it, and then I divided by 2, and I put that answer in, and it was right. So
Hold on.
So then that's what question 17?
yes,
So that's what I did for number 16.
that's what you did for 16. Or
Yeah,
maybe
so
that's-
then we just put that as 6.652 on number 17.
Maybe 17 is 16's answer is actually 17's answer. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, if that's the equation that you used.
Yeah, that for the margin of error, that's what I've used.
Okay, so then I have to find
Whatever
point
the
estimate.
point estimate is. Maybe we can Google it.
So in chapter 11, it says to construct the confidence interval when standard deviation is not known, we replace the standard or the population standard deviation with its point estimate.
Where's that? Like halfway down, a little farther?
So chapter 11 in the section called confidence intervals. It's like halfway down.
Okay.
So S would be the sample standard deviation, basically, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So if it's the standard deviation of the differences, that would be 15.003.
That's what was used.
So that's 16. The point estimate you figure out was 15.003.
Yeah, if it's the standard deviation of the differences.
Okay. Is that what the margin of error is?
Now the margin of error is the answer for 16. 16 should have been 17. That's what we're figuring anyway.
So the one that said 7, so the answer in 17 should have been in 16.
Yeah. Yeah, 17 should be 6.652. Doing it in that formula that I just mentioned, according to how it worked for me.
Okay. And what was number 16? Oh, the 15.003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, and number 15 was well, not number 4. C, not the last one.
Yeah, that's right. You can do any, meeny, miny, mo. On that one. If it's not equal to, because that would be the next one, right? You said 0, 1. One was 0, 1. One was 0, 0, 1, right?
So the greater than was 0, 0, 0, and the not equal to was 0, 0, 1, and the less than was like 0.999.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think we should just do that again and tell her they're wrong.
Right.
They won't like that.
No, I don't think so.
But just say, we feel that question 15 we answered correctly. I'm just teasing. All right. So
So 15 is not equal to? Is that what we're going with, or?
I think I was gonna go with less than, just because, I mean, it's kind of going against us by going with the smallest one that we found. I wonder if it's just 1 minus that equaling the smallest number. I don't know.
So the only one we have to figure out is number 4.
Yeah.
really doesn't give you very much information.
No.
Sleep tonight. So at the beginning, it tells us to use this T. Was the degrees of freedom correct?
What was that?
The degrees of freedom in this applet, you said to put 8?
Yeah, because degree of freedom is sample size minus 1, and the sample size that's given to us is 9.
Yeah.
The p-value the same as the area?
The p-value is different because the area is the probability. And I don't think the p-value is actually given on that graph anywhere, because those would be the t-score and the z-score. So I think we have to find a p-value from that t-score, but I'm not sure how to do that.
Google.
So the standard deviation isn't known, but it gives you the sample deviation.
Yeah.
All right, I think somebody should call Sister Lemon.
Tell her we can't get this one. Well, I can text her. My phone's downstairs. See if is she on right now? Can you guys look at the class list, see if she's on?
I don't know. Hey, if you have her phone number, to give her a text.
Yeah, I have her phone. I've already texted her like several times. All right, let me go get my phone.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, turn it on. Hold on. Downstairs. I've instant messaged her too sometimes, so if she's there. Oh, she's not online. No. Okay. Help, we need help.
I'm looking at past lessons on lesson 9. Mike, it looks like you're right. The p-value might, I think it might be the probability too. So it could be 0.403.
I mean, maybe it's that simple and we're just making it harder than it is.
I guess.
And then that would be like really sad. It's like, yeah, we made it harder than it really was.
So we use the area for the p-value?
Yeah, it's kind of looking like the probability that it gave us is equal to the p-value. At least if it's how it shows in lesson number 9. Let me try that real quick.
So what did you get for the area?
So that's just the one that's given to us, the 0.403.
So we don't have to use this applet.
So you're putting in that 0403
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out real quick.
before I send her a message?
Yeah.
I haven't sent it yet because I was waiting.
Yeah, it's not 0403. That is incorrect.
So it's number 4.
Got 15 and 16 wrong.
Oh, you already submitted it?
Yeah.
So we were right on the others except for the one?
So number 4, 15 and 16 are not right.
So it must be the equal to on the 15 then. Or
Yeah,
that, I mean the, not equal, but the other one.
so not equal to.
Yeah, not equal to. So 15, 4, 15, and 16?
Yeah.
The second one on that number 8 was right.
On number 8. Yeah, so that one was, we have insufficient evidence that's greater than 0.
Okay. What did you put in for number 4?
For number 4, I put 0.0403.
So it's still the point estimate that we're not getting.
Yeah, or the probability, the p-value. And yeah, the point estimate.
Okay, well, let me send her another message, see if she gets it. Re-edit it. Okay, 3 questions. Did you say number 15 we couldn't get? 16.
Yeah, 15 and 16.
16, 4 and 16? 'Cause
4,
they have-
15, and 16.
Okay, 4, 15, and 16. Let's see if she'll answer me. I have to send her the link. So let me get into the mail.
She said.
Now I'm going to send it to her that way too, just because she can't get in here unless I do. So can she get into our email? No,
No.
I doubt it. So let me just open my mailbox and send it to her. Hopefully she'll be right in. I just sent her a text, 2 of them, so. All right, let me no, I don't want to reply to all of them. Go back out. Okay. Where is she? I just gotta find her. Hold on. There she is. Why are you giving me a hard time here? Okay, lemon. There she is. Okay. I sent it to her and I sent her a text. So I don't know if you guys want her to just hang in there or see what she does.
Hello.
Hi. We are struggling
Hello.
with 3 different ones.
My microphone.
Oh, that's fast.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Giving feedback, huh? Okay.
We're struggling with number 4.
Okay.
And I think I texted you the other ones, 4 and 15, 16.
All right, so let's go ahead and since we have a set of paired data. All right, so we want to put this information into the summary.
You broke up.
I don't know what's wrong with this thing. So what you would want to do is we want to, I want you to open up in procedure. And we're going to put the information into the summary.
Keep breaking up.
Have that D hat, or you want to put 2.2 in the mean. Does that make sense? You following me? Here, let me share my screen. If this. It's cutting out. Probably because Google Hangouts is not my friend. All right. I'm like, okay, so. Screen.
No, I can't see your screen. Now I can see it, but it's very small. It's in the corner.
Okay.
You guys there? Does that make sense? I got so much open I can't even see what I'm doing here. Okay. Let's go into it. Does that make sense?
Okay, now I can see. Your screen was there for a sec. Now it's gone again.
I don't know why that is. No?
Now it is. There. Now it's gone.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so you want to put the 2.2 here where it says right here. the D bar is equal to 2.2. So they're telling you that the difference column average is 2.2. The difference column is 3.2.
Okay.
And then it gives you the sample size of 9. So you put 9 here. Note, but note that now the difference column is copied. It's N is 9, mean is 2.2, which is what we put in. Standard deviation. Right here. This standard comes from taking 3.3 S divided by square root of N. Does that make sense?
Some of it does for me, and not all of it yet. I'm still working on it.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Maybe it's just me.
No, I think it's me actually. I'm gonna exit out and try and come back in and see if it does better. Hold on.
Okay.
Ross, can you hear?
She kept cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to copy what I could as fast as I could.
I don't know. So not by the other noodles?
So Ross, you said that 17 was the 6.652, right? The way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me better? Am I better?
Yes, for me.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
All right. I don't know. And I just kind of exited out and saw. Okay, so let's see again.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm on that paired sample t-test. And they gave us the mean of the difference. They gave us the standard deviation, and they gave us the sample size. So I put it in that summary statistics. Right. I really don't love that they gave you this variable 1 and variable 2, because when we're dealing with paired data, we never look at these information. We only look at the difference column. So note, because we put in the summary statistics, not in the raw data, this difference is just a mimic of what's been put up here. So sample size is 9, 2.2. The standard deviation 3.3, and then the standard error of the mean is just taking the standard deviation and dividing by the square root of 9. So divided by this. Does that make sense?
So that's the answer, is you divide 3.3 by the square root. And that's the answer that we were looking for?
If you divide it by the square root of 9, you get that standard error, what we call standard error.
Right.
Okay, so now I've got in that information, fill in the hypothesis information. So the null hypothesis is the D versus the alternative is not equal. So I need to go in, it's got the type of test. All right, so I'm all set up there. And now we can answer the questions. So value of the test statistic, well, that's Which should
I
make,
lost you.
do you see, so the test statistic has the value of 2. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the p-value is whatever's in that column,
Yeah,
that box.
yes. And see, let me show you why the T makes sense. You have a null hypothesis, so you're based around 0. And then you're asking yourself, in terms of standard deviations, where does this mean of 2.2 live? Well, remember the standard error is 1. So that means those is where you'd find 2.2. That's why. So 2.2 is 2 standard deviations away from the mean of 0. That's where that T value comes from. It's in terms of standard. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Following me on it?
Yes. Makes sense.
Makes sense. to
Okay.
me.
All right. So then you have your test statistic too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then let's take it. So that's question 3. And then question 4 is asking you for the P. So you get a P value of 0.083 decimal. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 0.081.
Mm-hmm.
So can I ask, what do we
Okay,
need
so
the
now this is something you need to, for question 5, we're going to open up this data set. In order for the Excel spreadsheet not to have a conflict between the raw data and if you want it to read the raw data, you need to make sure you now go into those the information in there. That making sense to you?
Yeah, we did okay on 5 and 6. It was just farther down.
Yeah, the only other ones we didn't
Great.
get
So
were
which one? So you
15 and 16.
okay?
Yeah.
So, all right, 15 and 16. Okay, as we have seen, the p-value depends on the which alternative.
Because we thought it was
P-value.
greater then, but
It's kind of there's not enough information. Is the reality. It's a trick question. It's you in general a double-sided hypothesis twice a one-sided, but it just depends on if you're running through the mean or not. So it just depends. So there's just not enough information.
that's what Mike said,
It's
and we said,
a
no,
trick
that can't be.
Yeah. I mean, if the test statistic was negative and your alternative hypothesis was a greater than, then that would give you a really big so you can't really determine that.
Okay. And we could
Okay,
point
so
at
determine from the mean difference between the two groups using group 1 minus group 2 and put your answer. What is the point estimator? Okay, so did you get your lower bound and your upper bound
yes.
values?
yes.
So
Yeah.
okay, so what'd you okay, of course you cut out right when I asked you that. So it's, what did you get for the lower bound value?
5.303.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And then the upper bound you got
18.607.
okay, perfect. I don't know what's up with the connection tonight. Perfect. So you've got that. Okay, so now and the margin of error.
Margin of error.
We got 6.652.
You got your margin of error, no problem?
Yeah.
What'd you get for your margin of error?
6.652.
Okay. Okay, so there's 2 ways to find it. The point estimator is the midpoint between the lower bound and upper bound. Or you could find it as the upper bound value minus the margin of error will get you back to the point estimator. Lower bound plus the margin of error, and that'll get you back up to the midpoint, up to the point estimator. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Midpoint, could you say that again one more time for me?
So estimator is the midpoint in your interval. So you can either choose your two endpoints and divide by 2. That'll give you the midpoint, which is your point estimator. That's one way to do it. The other is to recognize that because bound, you took the point estimator and added a margin of error, then you can then take the upper bound as well, or the point estimator. And conversely, to get the lower bound, you take the point estimator and subtract. So therefore, you can take the lower bound and add the margin of error and get point estimator as well. So there's a couple ways you can go after it.
So I got 11.995 on that.
Yeah, it's just adding it up. Okay, so
It's cutting out on me. So tell me what you got. Put it in that chat, will you? I don't know why Google Hangouts is so lame tonight for me. Yeah, okay, perfect. Thanks for us.
yep, that's what I got. 11.995.
11.995?
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, let me check. Oh, I didn't just check. I put in
11.955.
11.55.
955.
9. Oh yeah, 995. Yes, that's what I got.
18.607. I got 11.95. Yeah, okay, same as Mike. That's what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Ross, me too.
from some, I am actually just like, okay, wait a minute. Let me go back and double check that because I do have a tendency to not see things as they are. As find the midpoint, or did you do it as upper bound minus the margin of error, or lower bound plus the margin of error?
I did the lower bound plus the margin of error. Either one's going to be all right, right?
Okay. Upper minus margin of error. Okay, yeah. How about
That
you, Ross? How
explains
did you do yours?
We couldn't find where it said that in the reading, even the point.
Man, I've lost you.
Okay, well, I'll say that.
So, okay, does that make sense? You'll get a lot of questions to find the point estimator and that kind of thing. Because the Excel spreadsheet gives you the upper bound and lower bound of the confidence interval, they're going to start asking a lot of questions about what's the margin of error, what's the point.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's out.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you guys good?
Yep.
Is that
Thank
it?
you.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
See-
Great. Now you needed help.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. See you guys Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.